Now, African scientists are making breakthroughs, but are government holding them back? A clarion call has gone out to African governments to stop treating science as a threat and start empowering it through bold and informed policy. Professor Olalekan Akimbo of the African Union Development Agency (NEPAD) says Africa cannot afford to lag behind as the world moves forward in food security, pharmaceuticals and health innovation, all driven by science and technology. Details with Justin Bem-Onye.
As global powers race toward scientific dominance, Africa stands at a critical crossroads, and the time to act is now. That's the urgent message from Professor Olalekan Akimbo, a leading figure at the African Union Development Agency (NEPAD), Center of Excellence on Science, Technology and Innovation Hub. Professor Akimbo challenged African policymakers to drop their fear of innovation and embrace science as the engine of Africa's future. From secured food systems to self-reliant healthcare and pharmaceutical breakthroughs.
It's critical for Africa now to really work on the policy that speak to the science, which our scientists on the continent are working hard on, based on the infrastructure that the government of each country has provided. A case in point, Nigeria. There are so many of our research institutes that have the state-of-art infrastructure that they can use for research. And this research should translate to benefit the end user, which is the farmer, because researchers, they are working to get a product in the area of agricultural products like seed that will improve productivity, like animals that could improve on feed conversion, like product that could be used in pharmaceutical. All of these are African-based, African-led, African institution driven by the policy of the government of each country.
Referencing Agenda 2063, Africa's Master Plan for Transformation, Professor Akimbo emphasized that scientific innovation is not a luxury, but a necessity, especially in an agrarian continent blessed with abundant natural resources.
I think this is where Africa should go, and this is where we are, and this is why African Union Development Agency is supporting the innovation that is coming through genome editing for the continent, but for a start, for agriculture, so that we can increase on our agricultural productivity, knowing fully that Africa is an agrarian continent and resources for agricultural productivity is abundant. Beyond the abundance of those natural resources, then the technology to enhance, improve productivity is also at our doorstep. That is genome editing. So that at the end of the day, we will not be planting grain. We'll be planting viable seed that can produce grains in return.
His message was clear. Stop treating science as a monster. Rather, governments must become enablers, not barriers, by funding innovation, supporting patents locally, and protecting the intellectual property of African scientists. Citing Nigeria as a potential model, Professor Akimbo said the country already has researchers and facilities capable of world-class breakthroughs, but warned that without the right policies and budget commitments, the work risks being lost to brain drain and foreign patents.
Government should support policy that will make the scientists thrive, that will support science to be able to deliver on the mandate of what they believe in. Because scientists, they believe in doing science, but policymakers should not be a bottleneck for this work that our scientists are doing. And government should invest in innovation through the support on policy that will translate to action. So that at the end of the day, government commitment will be higher, and also there'll be ownership through government policy. So it should not be the policy maker, when they are formulating policy, they will not formulate a policy that is anti-innovation. And when government put their money in research, when government put their money in innovation, they honed it. And scientists also will be happy that they will be claiming, the scientists will be claiming that this work I'm doing is supported by my government.
He called on governments to meet their comprehensive Africa Agriculture Development Program obligations and align with instruments like the Kampala Declaration so that innovation is not stifled by red tape or anti-science sentiments. With the weight of Africa's development goals on the line, his message lands as both a challenge and a blueprint. Empower science and Africa rises. Muffle it and the future is lost. Justin Bemunyi, NTA News.